ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮವರಿಗೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ.
मैं यहाँ पे बोलना चाहूँगा, सुपर 30 का डायलॉग है, अब राजा का बेटा राजा नहीं बनेगा, राजा वही बनेगा जो हकदार होगा.
On 17 July, the Karnataka government passed a controversial reservation bill that made it mandatory for private companies to reserve 50% management roles and 70% of non-management roles for Kannadigas. The most controversial part about the bill is that the bill was making it mandatory for private companies to hire 100% Kannadigas for Group C and Group D roles, which are basically clerical and maintenance related jobs.
Has passed this bill mandating significant job reservations for Kannadigas alone.
The Indian state of Karnataka shelved a controversial bill granting reservation for native Kannadigas.
As a government, we are committed to providing more jobs locally.
What are you trying to achieve by this? Nothing except the thing. And I'm surprised.
Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has put on hold the Karnataka Jobs Quota Bill following backlash from India Inc.
The reason for the Karnataka government to do this is that they did not want Kannadigas to be deprived of jobs in the land of Kannada, and they wanted Kannadigas to have enough opportunity to build a life in their own motherland. But as soon as this news came out, the internet went crazy with polarizing opinions on both the sides. While Kannadigas, of course, supported it, others were not so happy with it. Ultimately, the government decided to put the bill on pause after the chaos they had created. But outside of the internet, it is important to know what people on ground think of this. I don't think Kannadigas should be given reservation for private jobs. So I am here on the streets of Bangalore, which by the way has more than 50% migrant population from within and outside of Karnataka, to see if they can prove me wrong.
See, I think the bill should pass because, see, this is Karnataka. Most of them have migrated to Karnataka, be it North Indians or South Indians, only because this is a IT hub. No other reason they're migrating. They're only coming for IT jobs, and because of which a lot of even the Kannada language or Kannadigas are losing their importance, and they're not having jobs or any source of income, because of which they're losing their living over here. So,
But does that mean that, you know, we should just reserve jobs for Kannadigas even if whether they are talented or not?
I think because it's their native city, and obviously everyone's capable of working.
So imagine this, right? Imagine you get a college placement here. Say, for example, a big company sort of hires you from your college, right? But they say, hey, you have to move to Mumbai, or you have to move to Delhi, or you have to move to Hyderabad for your job, right? And now imagine that those cities tell you that no, we will not let you into our state because we want our locals to get the job. How would you feel?
No problem, we'll get it in our state if we have a reservation here.
That's what I'm saying. What if you don't? What if you don't get that job? Because again, like if Karnataka decides to reserve today, tomorrow Delhi will start reserving, Mumbai. Because see, Maharashtra and Delhi get the highest amount of migration as a state. Bangalore is up there, right? 50% of Bangalore's population, more than 50% according to data, is also migrants. But at the end of it, if one state decides to do it, then other states will follow that step, and we will just be a dead-end economy.
Yeah, but again, so maybe then they could reduce the percentage of reservation, but not having the reservation is not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much, so what do you think? How much reservation do you think should be there? Do you have any idea?
Not really. That's something I should actually think of right now. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You guys were superb. Thank you so much. Thank you.
ಒಂದು ಏನು ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಇದೊಂದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ತರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮವರಿಗೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುಭದ್ರವಾದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಸದಾವಕಾಶ. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನು ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಿದೆ, ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವಾದಂಥ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಭಾಳ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
पहले तो उसका रीज़न, इसके पीछे पर्पस क्या है, व्हाट इज़ द पर्पस बिहाइंड दिस बिल, दैट वन वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. They are saying that our people are not getting job, correct? It's not like that. If your people have skill, then they will also get job. If I will speak about my Gujarat, there are many people who are from Rajasthan. They are very well. It's not like a small middle class. They are very well in their business. So we are not saying that they came here from their state and we are not getting here. So we came here. So yeah.
बट कर्नाटका में अभी ऐसा परसेप्शन है एटलीस्ट, और बैंगलोर में स्पेसिफिकली ऐसा परसेप्शन है कि यहाँ पे इतना ज़्यादा रैपिड डेवलपमेंट हुआ है और इतना क्विक डेवलपमेंट हुआ है कि इतने सारे कंपनीज तो आ गए, ठीक है, और इन कंपनीज ने इतने सारे लोगों को माइग्रेट कर लिया है यहाँ पे कि अभी अगर आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स भी देखोगे, यहाँ का 50% जो पॉपुलेशन है ना वो माइग्रेंट्स है, 50% से ज़्यादा ही है माइग्रेंट्स है। इंट्रा सिटी भी है, इंटर सिटी भी है। जैसे आप अभी गुजरात से हो, पता नहीं आप छुट्टी के लिए आए हो कि जॉब के लिए आए हो, बट वो अभी सीन यहाँ पे वैसा है ना। तो अब इस वजह से क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा माइग्रेशन हो गया है, कन्नडिगास को लगता है कि उनके पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ही नहीं बचे। क्या आपको लगता है?
इसके पीछे पहले उसको ये जानना पड़ेगा यहाँ की, वो बोल रहे हैं कितनी पॉपुलेशन नॉर्थ से यहाँ पे है, कितने?
नॉर्थ से पता नहीं, बट ओवरऑल 50% माइग्रेशन है बैंगलोर में।
50% माइग्रेशन है, उसको ये सोचना पड़ेगा। 50% पीपल वॉट एवर दे आर हियर अर्निंग, they are here spending, I can say, more than 50%. So here people whoever are local, they are earning from them. Okay. See, I am from Gujarat. Whatever I am earning, whatever my money is there, I can say 75% I am spending here. So where it is going? So end of the day, benefit for them if they will understand. So yeah.
That's a very good point. और बट ये बताओ कि जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अब कन्नडिगास को नहीं मिल रहे हैं क्योंकि नॉन कन्नडिगास को मिल रहे हैं, उनका क्या?
वो स्किल 2 फैक्टर हो सकते हैं। अभी मैंने देखा है, मैं जो कंपनी में हूँ मोस्ट ऑफ यहाँ से ही है, 50% तो रेशियो है ही ऑलरेडी। तो अभी उसको क्या चाहिए पता नहीं। हाँ, कुछ कंपनी में ऐसा हो सकता है जैसे TCS है, विप्रो है, ज़्यादा बाहर से होंगे, पर वो बेस्ड ऑन स्किल है। कोई गवर्नमेंट जॉब नहीं है, मैं 20 लाख दे दूंगा ब्लैक में और मुझे जॉब मिल जाएगी, ऐसे बोलने की बात हुई। और ये जो प्राइवेट जॉब वाले हैं उसके CEO सब प्रोफेशनल है। वो ऐसे नहीं है कि यहाँ पे कैसे बोल रहे हैं कि मैं राजा था तो मेरा बेटा भी राजा ही बनेगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। तुम्हारे पास स्किल है तो तुमको आना चाहिए। तो मैं यहाँ पे बोलना चाहूँगा, सुपर 30 का डायलॉग है, अब राजा का बेटा राजा नहीं बनेगा, राजा वही बनेगा जो हकदार होगा।
क्या लाइन बोली है। थैंक यू सो मच यार, थैंक यू सो मच। सो you're a person who's born and brought up in Karnataka, and you support the bill.
Yes, I support the bill.
And so tell me why.
Because it will boost and enhance the economy of the people, and it will greatly benefit to the people who are of Karnataka. They will get a job, they will secure their life, and they can lead a happy life.
So what about merit-based positioning of these jobs, right? Because it's not like these private companies are in any way discriminating between Kannadigas and non-Kannadigas, right? They are just hiring based on whoever is skilled and whoever is not skilled enough, right? So what do you think about that?
Because we are giving space and utility each and everything to companies, the company has to look over the state. And for them, if they give employment, like we have more than 200 engineering colleges in Karnataka itself, it's a IT hub.
Right.
And we have so many lakhs together engineers are getting out and going abroad.
Correct.
Those people, if they get a chance, they can work here and they can sustain.
So one point that comes up here is that if the people of Karnataka are confined to their own state and so for example, if they're given reservation, first of all they'll get comfortable, right? Ki okay, I have reservation here, I can get a job here. That is one. Second is they will be confined to this one area and they will be confined to this one society, which if they don't go out, they will not get more exposure and they will not be able to learn more, right? Say for example, you said you are from Chitradurga, right? From Chitradurga you came to Bangalore. Now when you're in Bangalore, you've come to a different society, you've come to a different environment, and you're learning something different from what you were in Chitradurga. Same way, people from Bangalore say move out to another state, another city, another country. They will learn from a different ecosystem altogether, which they can then bring back to the state. Don't you think that's going to benefit the state more than them just staying here in the state and doing the same thing?
No, the thing is, people who are from here, they are hired. It's not that they are staying here itself. They can train them there and they can shift it for 6 months or 1 year, even though abroad they are going and coming back.
Correct.
Likewise, they can enhance. The totally thing is, if what we are thinking from past also, if they delocate, like IT companies to Hubli, Belgaum, even in Kalburgi and Mangalore, their people also, they will get benefited, right?
But do you think Karnataka has enough skilled labor force to be able to fulfill that capacity?
Yes.
I'll give you an example, right? Say you're from Karnataka, say I'm not from Karnataka, okay? for a position, okay, you are 50% skilled, I'm 75% skilled, right? And I'm from a different state. Now, an IT company wants to hire, has to choose between the two of us. They would have chosen me maybe because I'm 75% skilled and you're 50% skilled. But now that the Karnataka government has made it mandatory for them to hire Kannadigas, they probably have to settle for you, right? Which, from a business point of view, doesn't make sense.
No, the thing is, they are not hiring everyone, right? C and D category, anyone can work. Both at the position, they have a category. Based on their skill set only, they're going to hire. Then these things won't become, what you can say, in a bad manner or in a reverse manner. It will be a good for them.
But we are still reserving 50% for management and 70% for non-management roles, right? Like, for example, IT roles will be 70%, management roles will be 50%. It's still a large gap.
No, now they are just introduced, right? After that, it will take a time. After that, they will sit together, come to a conclusion. Then they will sort it out. It's not like that bill comes means it's everything.
Immediately.
Yes.
Okay, I get that. I get that point of view. My second thing is that if it is made mandatory, IT companies have come to Bangalore, have come to Karnataka for a fact that government has given them the facility, government has given them that privilege. Ki, okay, come to our beautiful state and set up here, we will give you whatever you want. Now, if this is made mandatory, private companies would automatically want to move to other states that are not going to put restrictions on them, right? Like, for example, as soon as the bill was introduced, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala governments immediately jumped on the opportunity and they were like, okay, come to our state and do it. So it's going to do a drain of economy as well. Don't you think?
No.
No?
It won't be. No. Listen,
Why do you say that?
Every time, no. Anything. It's like nano has been came, it has been snatched to other state. It will be there. It's a state matters.
Okay.
But here, bill has been came, still it's in a negotiable position. If the companies can approach a court, there are also so many things were there. A bill has been introduced and it has been cancelled, right? There are so many things were there, it's going to work out. That's why you're doing survey, right?
Correct.
So these surveys will help them to take a better, in a better manner to frame this bill.
Correct. So the idea again of this conversation is to again see if from your point of view does it work out, or from my point of view does it work out, right? From your point of view, I want to understand from in an economic perspective. You being, of course, a practicing lawyer as well, you would have more insights into this. From an economic point of view, how do you think it will impact the state?
It will impact largely because so many, like you can see, the reservation is restricted to a government sector itself. So for that you can see the competition.
Correct.
Now it has been enhanced, right? So we have more opportunity. Then we will work. Now the people are struggling for 8,000, 5,000. They are get a good handsome salary, 20,000 plus. Then it will be a greater, no? They will invest this for real estate, or they can purchase so many things, clothes, each and everything. It will boost economy. That's it.
So my last question to you is, say for example, Karnataka does make it mandatory, right? Hypothetically, Karnataka government has made it mandatory. Now, if say for example, as a Kannadiga, you've gotten a good placement at a job, but they have asked you to move to say like a Mumbai or a Hyderabad or a Delhi, right? You as a Kannadiga decide to move there, right? What if that state also makes it mandatory? Then what do you do as an individual who's gotten a good opportunity but can't take it up simply because the government is not allowing it? Do you think it's fair?
No, it won't like that. This state will have a they are stated with a one. They are come up with a one bill. There is a chance they will also use that one. You can also see that beyond this, like Kannadigas want to impose Kannada. For that also fight is going on.
Correct.
Even Maharashtra people want to force this Haryana and Bihari people. Everything it's going on. But it won't change certainty. Like they have a reservation. Beyond that, they can choose anyone. Like more companies which are situated here, they are operating with their managing director. They are with their familiarity. They are not giving that position to anyone. So they can operate.
Got it.
So it will help.
Got it. Last question. Do you think the percentage should be reduced?
Can be. Based on the negotiation, based on the company. They will have to come, they have to sit with the government, they can settle the issue. If it's not settled here, they can approach a court.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Lawyer. Thank you so much. You're very good. Thank you.